Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to do Gel X nails and I'm just going to show you how I do it. The only way to get Gel X nails to last is mastering your prep. So I did already push back my cuticles. I like to use the Sally Hansen cuticle remover, and then now I am just gently buffing the nail. Then I like to take an alcohol wipe to just remove any of the oils left over on your nail. So I do have this little gooseneck lamp or UV lights, and I kind of have it situated on my table so it has a little clip to keep it up. And then I'm going to take this nail dehydrator, and I have oily nail beds, so I like to do this step as well, but you can just do the alcohol wipe or this step. And then moving forward from this point on, I just make sure that it doesn't touch my skin. This one doesn't need to be cured, but I just think that if this or the primer touches your skin, that's where the gel polish is going to stick. So you just want to be really careful. And I also like to do one hand at a time. It's just much easier that way. And then I get everything prepped and ready to go, so I put a little bit of acetone in the lid just in case I need it or need to clean some gel off of my skin. You don't want it to touch your skin, so just having this ready to go is really handy. Now I'm going to do a really thin layer of primer, and this also doesn't need to be cured, but you do need it to let it dry for a little bit before putting the next layer of gel polish on. And this you also want to make sure doesn't touch your skin. And then I'm using this nail glue, but it's not technically nail glue, it's gel glue. I don't really know. It says nail glue, but it's gel and you do need to cure it. So I do a very thin layer of this first. I'm also putting this on the pre-Gel X tip, and that's how you're going to cure it together. I just like doing a layer on the nail first. I feel like it kind of gives it something to grip to, and then you do want to cure that for a full minute. And then I know it's kind of hard to see for this nail, but you'll see it in some others. But first I take the primer and I kind of just put it on the tip where my nail is going to be. And you're going to kind of see it melting the gel. So these ones have little numbers on them, and you'll see that the number is gone. And then I will fill it with the nail glue, and then you kind of put it on your nail. And that's where this gooseneck lamp really comes in handy, because I can just put my finger over it. And you do need to fully cure these after, but I find it really handy to do my full hand with the tips and then do the full cure in the big lamp that I have. But I will flash cure it for about 30 seconds and just make sure that it's on. And it's really nice because I can do it for a couple seconds and it'll stay put, and if there is any gel coming out on the sides, I can clean it up really quick and then put it back under the little lamp to cure. And you can kind of see that I do that for some nails, especially if I put too much of that gel on. And then I'm just going to do the rest of my nails. And I do actually wait to do my thumbs just to finish my other hand first, because I just find it a lot easier to grip the nail tips. So I should have waited to put the primer on my thumb. But here you can see a really good shot of where I am kind of putting the nail glue right in the middle. And then you work at a 45-degree angle in putting the tip into your nail and kind of shoving it into the cuticle. Doing a little bit of cleanup before it is fully cured, and then using that little gooseneck one to cure it. And then I finished my full hand, so you're gonna bake it for a minute. And then there you can see that they are done. And then I finished my other hand off camera, but then afterwards I just take that buffing block and buff all my nails. And then once you take that buffing block, you do want to wipe off all the dust. And then now, this is the fun part, just doing the design. So I am taking kind of this really sheer light pink nude shade, and I'm gonna do a few coats of it. And with these, you really want to work in thin coats. It's better that you do 3-4 coats rather than really thick coats, because you're gonna feel it on your nail, and I feel like it's more likely to pop off when the nail's really thick. And I clean up every single time before curing. I just make sure that there is no gel on my cuticle area, or just spilling out on the sides that I don't like. So then I am curing it for a full minute, and then I'm gonna do another coat. And I know it looks super sheer, but trust me, doing the thin layers is the best way to go, otherwise you can have really thick nails. And then I also have this really sheer white shade, so I'm doing kind of like a baby boomer French tip kind of nail, and I am literally just melting the two together. So I'm painting about half my nail with that nude shade, and then taking the sheer white and kind of doing the natural nail would be past my fingertips. That's kind of where I'm putting the white. And you can kind of blend them together because they are both so sheer. And with 1 or 2 more layers of doing this, it blends perfectly. And you can see it's already starting to come together, but I'm thinking of doing 1 more coat for it. And I am cleaning up between each step, but I'm just cutting it out just for it to be more efficient. And then you bake for a full minute again, and just doing 1 more coat for it. So I'm gonna do the same thing where I blend 2 shades together, clean up after each nail, and then bake for another minute. And I think this time I decided to just take the pink and do it all at once, and then going back with the white over it, just because it's gel, so it's not really supposed to be like moving around, and it's not drying either, so it actually is just a little more convenient to do it this way, I think. And honestly, I feel like just by itself like this with some top coat, it would be super cute, but I want to use this little, like, I don't even know what it is, this like chrome powder. So this is really fun. I love this stuff. It's so cute, and you can really just use this topper for anything. So I'm using the gel polish top coat, and this is a no wipe one, which I love. I can't go back and use the kind that you have to wipe off, but you're gonna do a thin layer of this. You're going to cure it for about 10 to 15 seconds. My lamp has a setting for that, but if yours doesn't, just make sure you count for 10 seconds. And then you take one of those like old school eyeshadow sponges, and you can dip it into the powder and you just buff the hell out of it onto your nail. And it is just so cute. And you need the tiniest amount, so you just tap it in there and you just buff it. And it can be kind of hard because the little sponge is so small. They do sell like ones that you can reuse on Amazon or something, so maybe I'll get one of those, but it really just takes a little bit of time. And you can already start seeing it coming together, but it is just so cute. So I did finish this hand. My camera died, so I let it charge, but I'm going to show you this hand. And I didn't think about this, but looking back now, I should have. But when you're buffing it, you'll definitely see some of it get into your cuticles. And I'm thinking maybe next time, before curing it, like once the powder is on there, cleaning out my cuticles with some acetone. Because you can tell that there's some of my cuticles. After a couple of days, like 2 days from washing my hands and stuff, it gets out of your cuticles. But if you have somewhere to go right away, maybe that will help. And this hand is definitely a little bit harder for me because it's my dominant hand that I'm doing it on, but it just takes a little bit of time buffing it and some grip strength. Yeah, here you can see I kind of got some of it in my cuticle and I didn't clean it up, but it's okay. Like I said, after a few days it does wash off. Here is the final look. I love these. I love how they came out. They are so cute. And then here is them like a week later. And my nails grew pretty fast, but I feel like these look pretty good for week growth. So that is how you get these really cute, trendy nails. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!